on some breaking news in South Africa. Apparently the ANC government, and I'm talking about the Secretary General of the ANC, Mr. Mbalula, is denying and is denouncing and rejecting the national shutdown, and is sending a very strong warning to all the organizations and all the people who are involved in planning this national shutdown. Of course, I'm gonna allow you an opportunity to hear from him what he had to say. You'll make up your mind whether you believe him or not. He's saying that he won't allow any chaos in our country because a national shutdown has a potential of being chaotic. But with him saying that, he's also saying that he's not scared because this thing is just a virtual thing, where it's just an online thing. It might not happen in reality. Listen to him.
The so-called national shutdown, which was conducted on virtual discourse, we dismiss the so-called national shutdown as nothing more than a failed attempt to sow chaos. These opportunists have no plan for building South Africa, but only destruction. To our people, we say, reject these distractions and remain focused on rebuilding our communities and creating opportunities for all. The ANC remains resolute in defending South Africa's sovereignty, uplifting its people, and ensuring that our country is a home for all who respect its laws and contribute positively to its growth. We are here to lead, and we will not falter in this responsibility. We will not betray our values and principles, nor abandon our goal of a non-racial, non-sexist, democratic South Africa and a cause of a better life for all. Our democratically elected president, Comrade Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, remain our president and will be defended. The people shall come, and the people have spoken. Ramaphosa is a product of a democratic process and leading the African National Congress. We know the attack on President Ramaphosa is the attack on our nation, is an attack on the African National Congress. We are not like any other country. We are a democratic country. Our people, in terms of their rights, even to differ with government, are enshrined in the Constitution. Those who seek to devour these principles in one way or the other are not democrats. They are anarchists. We have seen them before, and we are noting them now. And we equally call upon the state to be decisive. Not like before, when they cost this country millions of rands and affected the progress of building this fragile economy. It has happened before. More than 400 people died. More than 400 people died in this country. The law must take its course. Should any anarchist seek to devour the principles of a democratic process in South Africa. Thank you very much.
Hi, Mbalula, right? So to all the South Africans and the xenophobic ones combined who are wanting so bad to do this national shutdown, you must be aware that the ANC government is vigilant and is watching you guys, watching your organizations, and they're going to be ready wherever you decide to meet. They're going to be there, mobilize the police and mobilize the resisting forces of your national shutdown. I don't agree with both sides anyway. I mean, like, if people wanted to march, marching is allowed in the Constitution of South Africa. Protesting, as long as it's an authorized protest and there's police involved. So, like, marching, like, how do you stop people from marching? And I also don't agree with people who are wanting to do a national shutdown, because a national shutdown will mean that there won't be business during that day. People won't go to work. Taxi drivers won't make money because people won't go to work, and taxi drivers won't allow it. You guys think that it's only the ANC who's gonna be against this, but even taxi drivers, Uber drivers, bus drivers, they won't allow a national shutdown because they have to make money. Do you think these big companies, big corporations, these big malls, they are gonna allow a national shutdown, knowing very well money has to be made? People have to come and do sales. It's December now. So a lot of people will reject it. But I don't believe anyways the xenophobic South Africans will be capable of doing a national shutdown. And I will tell you why. Because it's not the first time where people, supposedly the patriotic people, have mobilized themselves online and planned something. But that thing, that plan only ends online. It never gets to be done in real life. It wouldn't be the first time where people talk big like this, act like they have big balls against the government, and act like they will do something, but they never do it. So I'm not convinced anyway they won't do it. They won't be able to pull this off. And another thing is that it's because the EFF is not involved. So there's no any march nationally that's gonna be taken serious, proposed by anyone. We have seen many organizations marching. We have seen Operation Tutula marching. We have seen Mr. Herman Mashaba recently was marching in Soweto for spaza shops. We have seen a lot of political organizations marching against the government, against the status quo. But it has never become any big of a significant. It has never become a topic worth listening. It has never become a warning, a threat enough to the government and the status quo for them to be like, you know why, this thing is serious. Let's actually listen. Unless it was done by the EFF. Recently, the EFF was marching against Palapal. The march was announced 3 days before the march. More than 10,000 people were there on the march, organized in 3 days, mobilized. The way they mobilize, the way they can organize in the EFF is very professional. So I don't think there's any march necessary and nationally that's gonna be of any necessary significance that will be felt. This march is a lie, you know. I don't buy it, I don't believe it. Until it's done, I will believe it. Because before, people have planned to march and they did some weakest march. Before, people have planned to gather and march in protection of South Africa. They never pulled out, they were cowards, staying there behind their Twitter account, tweeting nonsense, acting like they have big balls. So they don't have the capacity, they don't have the balls, they don't have the bravado to do this. So I don't believe it anyways. But shout out to Mr. Mbalula for speaking about this, because I didn't believe it at first when I saw the Twitter account of the South African government tweeting, explaining that they've seen that people are planning to march, but those people must be aware. The police have been gathered and the police will resist, and the police will protect the government, will protect President Ramaphosa. Until I heard Mr. Mbalula speaking, and I was like, yeah, they've seen that people are planning to march. They're speaking about it. But yeah, it is what it is. Thank you very much.